Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day. We've got another Sean Connery-related dedication. This one's going out to Chris Anthony, who says my impression of Sean Connery is solid. I thought mine was good until I heard yours. That was awesome. Thank you so much. You're making me blush. I love doing Sean Connery. He is the best. And also want to remind you guys that we just launched a very cool, okay, it's bizarre. We know it is, but it's damn cool. We have a coffee flavor that you can pick up at 8bitbeans.com. The coffee flavor is the Espresso Playground. So I guess we're dedicating this to 8bitbeans.com as well. Let's get started with your rundown. Red Dead Redemption 2 is looking pretty amazing. Rockstar has released the biggest trailer yet for the new cowboy game, offering the first look at actual gameplay. Like other Rockstar titles, this one will offer a massive open world with new technology allowing for it to be much more detailed and interactive than ever before. Non-player characters will be much more lifelike, with players able to interact with them and form relationships. And you'll also be able to form a bond with your horse, which will make it easier to control. It appears that Rockstar is also doubling down on the RPG elements, allowing you to hunt and collect items and then trade with other characters for money, gear, and weapons. Red Dead Redemption 2 is the first Rockstar project developed for the current console generation, so it looks like they've put that technology to good use. It lands October 26th, and I am going to be away that week when that lands. You're not going to be able to get a hold of me. I'm just kidding. But I am going to be obsessing over that game. I cannot wait for it. I am ecstatic that Rockstar continues to invest. Clearly they do. They make so much money off of these things, but they continue to invest in these massive experiences that offer you way too many things to do in a regular person's lifetime, but you're continually unraveling and finding new details and, awesome little bits. And now that they have all of this horsepower, I'm expecting the world, and I think that they're going to deliver that. I can't wait. October 26th can't come soon enough. I believe this is going to be the game of the year. I mean, I would bet money on it, but we're going to find out very soon, aren't we? The drama surrounding Guardians of the Galaxy director James Gunn is far from over. The Hollywood Reporter has published a lengthy story delving into the behind-the-scenes drama currently unfolding between Disney, Marvel, and James Gunn. Citing unnamed sources within the studio, several new pieces of information have been brought to light. First, Disney is sticking by their decision to fire Gunn over decade-old jokes he made on Twitter, but they still plan to use his script for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which he finished shortly before being terminated. This has complicated the exit negotiations, with Gunn expected to get as much as a $10 million payout for leaving. To make matters even more complicated, the Hollywood Reporter's sources claim that throughout the negotiations, Gunn, Marvel, and Disney are hoping to leave the door open for him to one day return to the studio and develop other projects, which means there's a chance he might not be done with the Marvel Universe. Finally, it appears that several other big studios are anxious to hire Gunn for their own projects, but won't be able to hire him until after the exit negotiations with Disney are finished. All this sounds like it won't be resolved anytime soon, so expect more details. I can't believe this, can you? I can't remember any time that we've had something so fraught with controversy, with so many complications. I've heard rumors that some of the actors may go on strike until all of this stuff is resolved. Dave Bautista, I think, famously stepped forward and said he's going to have to seriously reconsider whether he's going to commit to Guardians of the Galaxy 3 if they didn't use James Gunn's script. And now that they are, it just seems like you can't have it both ways, Disney. I mean, you can't fire the guy because of, your morality reasons and then use the guy's work. You just can't do that. You have to kind of sever and say we're not associating with this human being, and you can't accept this half of him and not the whole thing. It's very weird, and it's very complex, and there are millions of dollars at stake here. But more importantly than that, I think it's the ill will that this is all creating amongst the fan community and all the Marvel, followers that just want to see an awesome Guardians of the Galaxy 3 movie. And quite frankly, I've said this a few times already, but how does this set up anybody else to step into those director shoes and pull off a good, feat? How are they going to be able to do it? The pressure will be insurmountable for that human being. This is fascinating. It's awful, and I hope it gets resolved soon. And I think that with all of this stuff that's coming to light, I feel like Disney and James Gunn should make a joint statement that they've resolved some stuff and that they are going to set an example for how people interact with people on social media or something. I'm not going to write the script for them, but I feel like there's many, many lessons to be learned here. But Disney seems to be going back on what they set out to do in the first place, and that's ridiculous. Incredible story, though. Holy crap. Speaking of Hollywood controversy, the Oscars have found themselves in the crosshairs. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has announced that big changes are coming to the Oscars. The biggest is the creation of an entirely new category called Outstanding Achievement in Popular Film, whatever that means, which will exist alongside the Best Picture category. Several trade papers claim that this is being done as a way to help boost interest in the Oscars, although it's created a backlash on social media. Many have accused the Academy of creating the new category as a way to keep popular films out of the more prestigious Best Picture category, which is something that's become more and more apparent as popular films like Black Panther and last year's Wonder Woman have been getting Oscar buzz. Other changes being made to the Oscars include a shorter telecast of just 3 hours, and the whole thing is being bumped up so it will air earlier in the year. This is terrible. What are they trying to do? I mean, certainly, movies like Black Panther and Wonder Woman don't sort of fall in line with what has traditionally been an Oscar winner, but it's indicative of the of the Hollywood kind of entertainment output of today. And some of these movies, Black Panther and Wonder Woman included, are freaking incredible no matter how you slice it. They're amazing works, beautiful, artistic works. Yes, they're, genre pictures or superhero pictures, whatever. People are lining up to go and see these movies. I love smaller indie movies. I love artful movies. I love movies that, tear your heart to pieces, make you cry, make you think, are politically motivated. I love all of those kinds of movies, but they don't always necessarily have to be included in the Best Picture roundup. This is totally ridiculous that a movie like Black Panther will have its legs, cut out from under it and sort of be relegated to this category that nobody wants. Nobody wants to be ostracized into the most popular film. That's an MTV Movie Award thing, That's the Critics' Choice Awards type thing. This is the Oscars, and it should be about the prestige. And honestly, if we're ever going to expect more from superhero films and genre filmmaking at all, we need to acknowledge the incredible work that's gone into them. Blade Runner last year was my pick for Film of the Year. And, so is Black Panther. And it deserves to get all of these nominations. It deserves to get all of this love. It does not deserve to be relegated to this new bogus category. And I really hope that the Academy changes its mind. There's also a lot of controversy surrounding the fact that Disney owns Marvel and Disney owns the telecast of the Oscars. And it's almost like Disney wants to make sure that, some of their Marvel movies or Star Wars movies start making lots and lots of Oscar gold. And I don't know if that's true or not. I just know that creating a popular film category for the Oscars is ridiculous. They're either great films judged by the peers of the Academy, or they are the runners-up, They're not just put into this other little box. Crazy. I hope the Academy changes its mind there. One of the most famous video game characters in the world is getting a new voice for his first movie. The big screen Sonic the Hedgehog movie has cast its title character. The iconic video game Hedgehog will be voiced by actor and comedian Ben Schwartz, who's appeared in shows like Parks and Recreation and provided his voice for animated shows like the new DuckTales. Schwartz is also one of several voice actors who helped voice the new Star Wars droid BB-8. This will be his first time voicing Sonic, with the character having been brought to life by many different actors in his various games and cartoon shows. As for the film, it will also star Westworld's James Marsden as a new human character, with Jim Carrey as the villainous Dr. Robotnik. It races into theaters next year. This is going to be the craziest movie of all time. There's going to be human characters and Sonic the Hedgehog and Jim Carrey hamming it up as Dr. Robotnik. I'm excited to see it because I don't have any hope that it's going to be great, but I really want it to be. I want it to surprise the hell out of me and everybody and just be this phenomenal, cool, video game movie. And we're going to find out, man. I can't believe it. It's crazy that we've got Jim Carrey in the role of Dr. Robotnik. That is just nuts. All right, not everyone is happy happy about the creepy new Slender Man movie. With the horror film hitting theaters tonight, audiences in at least one part of the U.S. will have a hard time finding a place to see it. Theater chain the Marcus Corporation, which runs movie theaters throughout the Midwest, has announced that it will not show the film in 2 Wisconsin counties near Milwaukee. In 2014, the area was tragically the location of a highly publicized murder where 2 teenagers stabbed a friend in what prosecutors said was inspired by the Slender Man myth. The theater chain says that they're not showing the film out of respect for the victim's family, but will still show it on their theater screens in other locations. Is this a good move or a bad move? It puts the theater chain in the limelight in ways that maybe they didn't want to be, but it certainly brings up a point of discussion. I also feel like it's marketing. You know, they say no buzz is bad buzz, and this is buzz. We'll see how it does this weekend. My suspicion is, like most horror movies, it's going to make many multiples on the budget that it costs to make, and it will be a hit for the studio, and we'll probably see a Slender Man 2. It's a tricky thing. Should the theaters have done this? I mean, it's their prerogative. It's their business, and I think that they're probably just thinking about the local people that would support those screens. I guess it's one of the new sort of horror myths that's out there, and it's cool that somebody found a way to tell a story about it. Hopefully it's a good one. Don't worry, Luigi isn't dead. Nintendo has felt the need to assure fans that Mario's green-suited brother is alive and well. Users on social media were concerned after the recent Nintendo Direct presentation for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which shows Luigi being killed by Castlevania villain Death. Writing to fans, the official Nintendo UK Twitter account promises that Luigi is okay, meaning that the video was just that, a video, and not meant to indicate an actual death for the character in canon. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate hits the Switch in December. Like, seriously, do you really think that Nintendo would say, yeah, that's enough with this guy? Poof! He's gone, and like shake up the world of Nintendo with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? No, this is all high fantasy, bringing all these characters together. There's no rhyme or isn't it supposed to be like this, Elseworlds what if kind of crazy dream vision for how all of these characters could get together and fight in the first place? Why would anyone want to punch Kirby? Look at Kirby. He's such a nice little guy. He's puffy, he's pink. Why would you want to punch him? And listen, before we go, take a look at the new limited edition translucent PS4 Pro. Sony created it to celebrate the sale of 500 million PlayStation systems. Can we have a round of applause? And it also comes with a see-through controller and a PlayStation Eye camera. It hits stores later this month. That looks amazing, but not as amazing as that Spider-Man PlayStation 4 Pro. If you know what I'm talking about, that thing looks ridiculous. All right, that's going to do it for our rundown today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We are going to be taking a tiny break for the next 6 days or so of rundowns. We've got some other production necessities that we have to take care of. So we are not going to be in studio. We're not going to be able to do EP Lives, and we're taking a little break from the rundown. There will still be This Day and Everything Cool going up, and lots of other segments that you know and love. Classic EP on the weekend, and we have so many videos that I know you haven't been able to watch everything we've posted. This channel is packed, so please dig through what we've put up there. If you like it, don't forget to hit subscribe, that little bell, and if you're so inclined, there's a sponsor/membership button that you can press as well. And don't forget, play forever.